G'day, welcome to This Week in Downhill. This week, my Get That shirts came in, so I got wearing this one, the black one, the Scoot shirt up there, so pretty cool. Yeah, let's get into it. So this week, the video that I wanted to talk about, I just got one video this week, was the Lorenzo Passalacqua, I think is how you say his name. He posted a video called Timeless. Basically just a raw run. There's a couple of points where it cuts to like a corner shot. Just really top level skating, super impressive. The guy has insane control. The road looks amazing. Like it's like 8 minutes long. Yeah, really cool video. It has like really clean audio. You can just hear like all the wheels when they're sliding and stuff. It sounds like he's mic'd up as well. Like in some points you can hear him breathing almost as he's skating. Really like interesting, unique way of a video. Rather than just like having a camera on a car filming someone, they've sort of put in like a bit of extra production effort into a raw run. Really cool video. Definitely check that one out. Jumping over into sort of more community related stuff, the prototypes from Rocket I mentioned last week. I saw that both Bumpy from the UK and Benson in Australia have received prototype boards. They sort of posted like pictures kind of showing that they had a Rocket board but not really what that board was, hinting that it's a small one. If you don't know Bumpy or Benson, both of them ride like tiny little boards. I call them like crack boards with the weight and stuff. I think they both use the 2020 Roha trucks as well. So crazy good free riders that ride these tiny little weird boards. So yeah, it looks like they're at least two of the riders prototyping these things. I didn't see who like the third board was going to, so if you did see that, you know who has the third board, maybe chuck that in the comments. But pretty cool, some exciting stuff to see. Like Rocket, obviously, we talked about a few weeks ago, made the weight, they call it a gravity plate for the board. So they're really like embracing that small aspect of the sport, that all these people riding the weighted boards and the short wheelbases and stuff. So cool to see. Okay, into events now. GRC freeride registration is now open. I actually haven't registered yet, so this just reminded me, so I'm going to do that as soon as I finish recording, because I'm really excited to go back to GRC. It's an awesome hill. It was a great event last year. It's going to be great again this year. If you can make it, then registration's open, and you should probably try and get in there early. I think it did sell out last year, and after how successful last year was and how much fun people had, it's probably going to sell out again pretty quick. So definitely jump on that if you're interested in going. Braden from Kraken Longboard Shop in Washington State reached out to me and said they've got like a Slidejam slide clinic that they have every week. That's the Winterwood Slidejam. Yeah, if you're in the, I guess it's like the southwestern corner of Washington State, they're having a slide clinic every week. They've got a hill that you can go out and skate. The town that the skate shop, Kraken Skateboard Shop, is based in is Centralia in Washington State. So if you're around there, if you live in that town, if you live anywhere near there and you're looking for some people to skate with, people to hang out with, if you're new to skating and you're looking for someone to help you get into it, check that out for sure. Mark Anthony, who hosted the Dirt Farm Freeride and the Wood Booger Freeride, just posted a bunch of information on his story about events and that kind of stuff, where he's at with that. Just letting us know he's got 2 more events planned for this year, sort of more like intermediate beginner style friendly events. So there's the Mitch Memorial Freeride, which they've done for, I think this will be the 3rd year for that one. It's going to be in Washington, DC on September 9th, so a couple of months from now. And the other one he's going to be doing is the Skate the Cape event, which I think they've done that a few times as well. And that's in Delaware, and it's going to be in November 4th and 5th. So there's a bit of time before those, and I don't know if like they'll have more information coming soon. But yeah, a couple more events on the East Coast that are going to be coming up, so that's cool. And the last event I wanted to mention this week is the Mount Tabor Downhill Challenge, which is in Portland, Oregon. It looks like it's the 10th one they've done. It's a 10th annual race. It's a race down Mount Tabor. I think there's normally a pretty big turnout. A lot of people get amongst it. It looks really cool. But yeah, that's going to be on July 22nd, so that's pretty soon, just a few weeks from now. Okay, and moving into sort of more company gear related news. Rogue trucks, just like in the last week, since the last TWID video, they teased, announced, released, and sold out of their new Zach Madem trucks. They call them the ZM1, like for Zach Madem. It's a new race truck from Rogue. So I'll have all the information up here. Basically, they're like Rogue's new version of a race truck, so they're smaller, narrower. Looks like they actually use a short bushing as well, which is really interesting for a race truck. Everyone's been riding talls for racing, and so now we've got sort of a bit of a different take on it. But yeah, new trucks from Rogue, which is pretty exciting. And they sold out, I think it was in one day, like as soon as they opened up like sales, they sold out. So it's like either they only made like 10 sets of trucks or just everyone really wanted them, which is probably more the case. But yeah, pretty cool. And the last thing this week I wanted to mention was that Arbor Skateboards actually just released 2 new downhill decks, 2 new downhill pro models, which is interesting because Arbor hasn't really been doing much in the downhill scene for a while. So they've got their, I think it's the same guys that have the wheels, the Danny Mac and the Tyler Howe, have their own pro models with Arbor. Not a ton of information about them, but Arbor hasn't really been in the downhill scene. They look pretty big for downhill boards, but yeah, I don't know. Worth noting that Arbor's made some downhill boards again, so that along with their freeride wheels, which are pretty fun, like, hey, they're still making gear, which is cool. But yeah, as usual, like I'll have all the links to everything I mentioned in the description below. If there's anything I missed that you think I should have mentioned, put it in the comments. If you see anything this week that you think is worth mentioning, also, like, hit me up, like, on Instagram, post in the comments here when you see it, like, yeah, add it to next week's video. Yeah, that was this week in downhill.